Okay. All right, cool. So this is how it's going to run anyway. I will not mention the name of the person that's got the CV. So I would use something that, yeah, the person will know that I'm actually talking to him, maybe the email address or telephone number or a part of the name anyway. So that's what I'm going to use. And so yeah. Mm. Okay, all right, cool. Let's start. So the first person, your name starts with O, okay? And your telephone number ends with 045, 045. And your email address, O at gmail.com. Email address ends with O at gmail.com. It starts with E. Email address starting with E and ending with O at 045, and your name starts with O. So yeah, first, I like the header. It looks good. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. The header looks okay anyway, so which I think is fine. You got everything that is needed to be on the header, which is okay. And the profile, I think I would prefer that you double that anyway. So initially when I was doing the review, I had not what you put background in that. So, but looking at your CV, I can see, yeah, that's majorly what is on the CV anyway. So which I think is fine anyway. So yeah, if you can expand the profile, maybe yeah, because right now you only have 4 lines. I would say within 6 to 8. Normal, I would say around 8, paragraph 8 lines. It will be good anyway. But what you put in the first one is okay anyway. So and I think it's quite good anyway. So in time of the experience, right? One thing that I like about the first row, which is one that I'm going to review anyway, so is the fact that you actually put figures, right, in there anyway, the achievement and everything. So which I think is good anyway. So it's kind of look good when you kind of throw numbers out like that. So which I think is a great a way to put everything together. So and so, but one thing that I can say is I was expecting you to put more of the responsibility, at least 8 to 10, or to be honest, responsibilities for, because that is the only role that's related to what you're looking for. So I would say at least maybe 10 responsibilities. That's the reason I asked you guys to be doing all this tax I gave to you. So if you can change that or add more responsibility to it, that would really, really be good. But what you wrote in there were excellent. I can see, yeah, some achievements and everything, how you put there. But there are other buzzwords that a BA would use that I can see in that particular responsibilities, right? So, well, like for instance, elicitation of requirements and all those things like that. So I can find them on the responsibilities. So you want to have those buzzwords in there. So the reason I asked you to everyone to do the buzzword is like all these buzzwords that you got listed, you want to put them on your CV. None of them should be missed anyway. So all of them, you want to use them in your CV because they are core part of your roles. So yeah, if you can put that in there, that will really be good. So then in terms of the skills, right? Uh, that one also is basic anyway. So which I'm expecting you to maybe categorize the skills into different, yes, maybe skills and tools, right? The same way you guys actually categorize all the skills and tools. I'm not sure whether you did the task I gave to you because I don't remember whether I saw your name, right? So, but you need to put those skills and tools in there with categories, okay, of what they are for anyway. So because that is, those are the things that will make your CV to stand out, if that's okay. So, but yeah, to be honest, I think it looks okay, it looks good, but it's just a few changes here and there. I think it will make your CV to stand out. Yeah, well done. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So next person. Okay, this is a Scrum Master. Your name starts with E and your email starts with E and ends with I at yahoo.com. Email starting with E, ending with I at yahoo.com. Your telephone number ends with 536. Okay. Okay. So to be honest, it's really, really difficult to kind of analyze this. So the title is kind of off. Okay. It said Scrum Master, Azure Program Manager, intern. Yeah, it's not really, really gelling for me. Okay, let's start from the top anyway. So your name, I don't know. Yeah, I will have shortened it for me anyway, so that it's easier for people to pronounce anyway. So that's what I can say. So for the overview looks okay to me. Okay, overview looks fine. But then when it comes to the experience, right? So yeah, that is not really, yeah, it's not up to that. Yeah, it's not, yeah, you need, because for instance, now you only wrote 3 or 4 experiences in the, and it's not really kind of, I think you should also put it in bullet points actually, so that it can look good, and when people viewing it actually. So yeah. So then the title, you need to stick to one, and even if you want to say Scrum Master and Project Manager, not Program Manager, and you don't need to put Azure in there. But I will stick with Scrum Master anyway. So if that's okay. So yeah. And then in terms of your responsibilities that you put in there, you, for instance, you put facilitate agile practices, then you then later expatiated it on that. So then it looks as something that you will copy on ChatGPT, to be honest. Yeah. If you let me know, because I've seen similar. So even if you copy responsibility from ChatGPT, yeah, ensure that you actually you update it yourself, change it, and as simple as just right clicking and getting synonyms of those words, you'll be good. The major thing I know, one thing I know, ChatGPT will put title or subtitle, then they explain it. So for your CV, I don't think you need that anyway. You don't need, yeah, if you say facilitator practice, you don't need a colon, you need to put it in a normal sentence. That, yeah, so that's another thing I can do. You don't need to put any colon in there. So but yeah, so, and I would say you need some skills as well. So, and from here I can say the skills that you put in there at the bottom are really a little. Okay, so you need the skills, you need the tools as well, so that you want to put in there anyway. So that is important anyway. So yeah. So that's one thing I can say. So and the formatting is a bit off anyway. So yeah. So you need to look into the formatting of the CV, right? Because in the experience, sometimes I was like, which one, what date is it? Or so what's the title? Yeah. So you need to look at that formatting, I would say, order to bold everything on the title of each of the experiences. Maybe that might make it to stand out anyway. So yeah, so that's one thing I can say. So education, skills, and professional experience. I really don't know what is the professional experience at the bottom to be, yeah. So it's not, I don't think it's needed because everything on the experience should be professional experience. I don't know why you now have another one at the bottom, or maybe it was in typo or thereabout. So I think that one shouldn't be there at all. Yeah. So okay. And I think, yeah, so you still need a little of work on this CV for you to get to this point that you start sending that, but it's not, it's technically bad anyway, but you need more responsibilities anyway to add to it. Okay. So I'll move to the next person. The next person, your name starts with M, okay, and your telephone number ends with 494, and your email starts with G and ends with s@gmail.com. Email address starting with G and ends with s@gmail.com. And your postcode ends with 4DZ. Okay. 4DZ, that's the end of your postcode. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I think this looks good anyway. So yeah. So for okay, all right. So okay, let's start with the left-hand side. Okay, the contact details looks okay. The skills, I would, yeah, because there are a lot of skills that you put in there. So I would say maybe you don't need to bold it anyway. So you can, the skills title can be bold and the skills that you listed can be in the normal text anyway without bold. Yeah. So training and certificates. So, uh, So to be honest, I'll put the trainings and certificate at the bottom where you have your education so that they can be together anyway. So if that's fine. So and okay. So then, okay. Another thing, I would remove the LinkedIn Learning. Okay. So if you, I don't think that is required or necessary for you to put on your CV, right? As a provider, just say, oh, PMI, blah, blah. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, and I think that should be sufficient. So without having to put the LinkedIn Learning anyway. So projects is good, right? So that's fine. So okay, then going on to the right hand of the CV, right? So the summary looks good actually. So yeah, the summary looks okay. So um yeah, but the work experience, right? You only listed four different responsibilities. So that is not impressive. Okay, so you need to add more to those ones. So like I said, maybe 10 would do. So you need to add more. So, and yeah, so if you also like you put the certificate inside the responsibilities, you also need to put the tools as well. Okay, add the tool, like for instance, yeah, leading agile management to blah blah. Yeah, using Azure DevOps and something like that anyway. So what are the tools that you use? You need to add those ones, right? So to the responsibilities. So, except from that, I think because that's the only one that I can actually review. So yeah, so I think you need to add those ones in there. So and see how it goes. Yeah. But well done. I think it's really looking nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. The next person, yeah, your your name starts with C. Your name starts with C, and postcode ends with 2, and your email address starts with M and ends with a@hotmail.com, a@hotmail.com, and your telephone number ends with 393, 393. Okay. Okay. All right. I think, yeah, this is another great one as well for a start. So it's something I wanted to talk about quickly. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So one is your name. To be honest, if I have to call you, right, I won't call you by this name. Is it you put the long name in there? So I would say put the names that, yeah, your friend will call you or people will call you, right? So and even like your name has got a name that even your pally will just call you, which is, yeah, easy. So, and I would advise that anyway, because then it will be easy for Caucasian to pronounce if that's fine. But it's your call anyway, if you want to do that. So, and yeah, soft skills, I like how you categorize them, which is good anyway. So, so all right, cool. So, then moving on to this professional summary. So that looks good. That looks awesome. So yeah, that looks good. So we're done. So then the experience, okay? Experience. So you don't on the Blue Sky one, you don't need to put internship. You can remove internship. Of course, we know it's an internship anyway. Just remove the word internship from it, then that should be fine anyway. So, in terms of the, if you can add two more, that would be fine. I like the fact that you added all the tools, some of the tools that you've used, which I think is really, really brilliant. Well done for that. So that's really, really good anyway. So yeah, and and also you've added the project on the left, right? So oh no. Okay, if you can also add the project that you worked on, that would be good. Whether you add it to each of the roles, right? I think everyone needs to do that as well anyway. So the project that you worked on, put it on the at the bottom of all the roles if you can anyway. So that will really make your CV to stand out, because some people would want to kind of recruit based on the project to see who's got similar projects anyway. So yeah, but this looks good anyway. So well done on that. And okay, another thing that I want to, like the last one, the last row that you put in there, right, has got some achievement points with numbers and everything. If you can do the same thing for the one at the top as well, do you get it now? What's your achievement based on that? Yeah, it would really, really be good as well. So you did the same thing for the next row when you said coordinator, collaborator, blah, 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 and workflow maximizing output by 30% increments. If you can do the same thing like that also for the first one, that would be awesome. But this is good. And provided these tools as well, which I think is brilliant. Okay, and then you got to go as them as well. So why don't I just update a few comments I made? That would be good. Yeah. Okay, I think. Okay, I think that is it, to be honest. So let me see if I've got anyone that I've missed. Okay, any question before we go? Any question from anyone? Okay. Can you hear me? I'm not sure. Okay, all right. Okay, sorry. Adolu, please.
Hi, good evening, Deji. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to confirm, concerning the CV, how many months duration can we put on the CV, please?
yeah, it's if you're talking about the Blue Sky one, is the
Yes.
starting point. So what I can say is we started this from December up to this point. So that's the time that you can put for Blue Sky. And to be honest, you don't even need to use Blue Sky. You can use a different company, whatever you want to use anyway. But if you put Blue Sky, we'll give you reference for the time that you stay with us anyway. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. No problem. Vine, please.
Deji. Oh, good evening, Deji. I didn't know I was muted. I just wanted to confirm. I did send my CV over to you before. I didn't hear anything on mine.
You send your CV to.
To you. You
I
know,
don't
the
collect
link.
CVs.
No, not personally. There was a
Okay.
link that was shared for those that want their CV reviewed by you to send their CV. I did that about 2 weeks ago before you say
But
go and do the
Vine,
first.
I said that you need to upload it
Which I
again,
have.
right?
Oh, okay. Second time. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I said
Okay.
before you do upload as well, I send a message. You need to send it to CV.
Yeah, which I
The
have.
top
I
CV.
have, and I gave you
Yeah,
feedback last week on what they said. I
exactly.
have done that
So
already.
based on the CV, right, you need to make recommend because what they would have given you some recommendation of what you need to do. Make those comment corrections, right? If you believe you could, you then upload it again. That's why I
Okay.
said last time that you spoke about the fact that this is what they said.
Yeah, I know last time I told you that I didn't believe what they said, but I didn't realize I had to upload it to you again.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But they would not just say about the layout of the CV as well, anyway. Or did they not?
Oh,
Because
gosh.
normally
Sorry,
they
I
give
didn't hear
you.
what you said. Your line is breaking
I
up. I
said
didn't hear.
normally they will also give you feedback about the layout, about the content as well. Then after that,
The most
would
feedback I got
give
from
that
them,
general overview.
it was mostly a general review where they say I sounded more like a doer than an achiever.
Yeah. What I was saying, Van, before that, right? Unless you are telling me that's the only thing that they said they normally don't just say that. They will give feedback about the CV itself, then later they will give general overview, which sometimes will be similar to a lot of people. But they will give specific one which are about your format, about the how, whether it's clean, whether they believe in how you've done your CVs and everything. Yeah. So yeah, just fill the form actually. So form that sent is got the part also that you need to upload their feedback as well. Anyway, so I can know what they say. Anyway, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Ola,
All
please. Last person.
Yeah, good evening, DG.
Hi.
Yeah, I had similar issue with Vine. I don't know. I joined lately, but I submitted my CV also with the current link you sent. So I don't know if anything was mentioned on my CV. So
You submitted a CV when?
about 3 days ago. Yeah.
Okay, if you add, then yours is part of the one I've reviewed. So just need to watch the video. All right. So
Okay.
let me check. Yes, I think it's part of that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can check. You can check the video. Yeah, or watch the video. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. Allow me if you want to stop the recording, if that's okay. So just half an hour. I think Oladipo, if